What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to talk about the legendary hero Lysander. Okay, so let's begin. Lysander is a hero, an attacker with a force mark and from the Wizard's Eye faction. He is a unique hero. He is a bleeder, but he doesn't provide any bleed to the targets, and so you can use him with other bleeders. He won't steal any damage from other bleeders in your team. He's gonna deal some direct damage based on his own attack, and based on his mastery, some bleed damage. Pretty strong. He doesn't need any effect hit because he won't apply any debuffs on enemies, and so you can maximize his attack here and also his mastery and his speed. This is the only things he needs. He has two different passives. On the first one, at the beginning of the wave of this battle, he's going to reduce his speed to 1500, and for every 1.0% of initial speed he has above 1500, he's going to convert this speed, the extra speed, to mastery. If you skilled him up, you can convert up to a 70% mastery thanks to that. This is really strong. So he will always have 1500 speed, but the more you have the better, because you are gonna have more mastery. And he has another unique passive here. Every time your other heroes are gonna take a turn, at the end of that turn he's gonna pursue the target, a random enemy, and so this is insane because he's gonna deal an insane amount of damage with his basic attack. He doesn't have to have a lot of speed. He's gonna play at the end of every ally's turn. At the beginning of the wave, he's gonna get some ambush on him. Ambush, for each layer, he's gonna increase his basic attack damage by 2%, and he can stack up to 15 layers of ambush. You are gonna see that with exclusives he can get more, but this is how the hero works. And at the beginning of every ally in your team, he's gonna get one more layer of ambush. This is how the character works. On the basic attack, he's gonna deal some basic attack damage based on his own attack and some bleed damage. So you want to maximize his attack and his mastery, as I said before. So on the ultimate, he's gonna deal a 130% attack damage to a single enemy, a bit more here if you skilled him up, and extra bleed damage also. And after that, he's gonna grant self-stealth for 1 turn, which is pretty nice. If you have some exclusives now, you are going to see that the power of the hero is going to really be increased. On the first one, each time he's going to cast the basic attack, he's going to have 40% chance to strengthen the damage inflicted by the basic attack by 50%. If he fails to strengthen the basic attack, he's going to increase the chance of strengthening it on the next attack by 15% every time until it works. So it's pretty strong. It really great bigger damage on the basic attack and all the pursuit you are gonna have thanks to the basic attack, thanks to the first exclusive. Exclusive level 2, each layer, the layers of ambush granted by the passive are gonna be doubled if he has 10 layers of or less on him. So it's gonna be easier to get more layers, and so you are gonna get a huge increase in damage thanks to the second exclusive. Each layer of ambush additionally increases Lysander's bleed damage by 2%, so this passive here is also gonna increase a lot your damage. But the best one is the exclusive 3. On the ultimate, when he has 6, 10 or 14 layers of ambush, when he uses the ultimate, he's gonna have 100%, 200% or 40% more damage casting the ultimate. This is insane, and you are gonna see that the damage on his ultimate are really strong. In terms of equipment, this is what I recommend to have on him: the maximum amount of attack and the maximum amount of mastery and speed. So you want to use this kind of sets, this one to increase the attack. You can put some crit rate on him, but remember that the bleed damage can't crit. You can crit only with the basic damage here, considered as attack damage. The other, considered as bleed damage, won't ever crit, okay? So it doesn't matter to put some crits on him. him, it won't increase a lot his damage. So I was saying the first set here, the attack one, is interesting on him. Then the mastery one is the best to have on him in terms of non-forge set. And then if you have to choose a forge set, that one is definitely the best to have on him, both increasing attack and mastery. And with that kind of set, you are gonna have a crazy amount of damage on him. So really important to use that. For me, this is what I'm using. Let me push myself to the right. I'm using a mastery set, classic mastery set, and a penetration set. The maximum amount of speed, mastery, and attack you can get in the substats, the better on the hero. So as you can see here, I have some attack, some speed. I don't have better gear, so I have some effect hit, but you don't need to have some on Lysander. He provides no debuffs on enemies. Here for the boots, I have a lot of mastery and a flat attack. Here I have some more mastery, speed, and attack rate. And in terms of artifacts, the best to have here is the mastery one with some attack rate in substats. Here I have a flat attack artifact with some extra mastery and attack rate. And for the last one, I have some extra speed. Really important to have some speed on the hero with more mastery and flat attack. So that was all for the gear. Now let's talk about the emblems of the hero. This is what I recommend to use on him. Okay, I don't need that. We are gonna do that together. So let's reset that. You want to put some attack here. You want the maximum amount of damage, so pick everything here. You want to increase more his damage. Even if he is if he takes more damage, he's gonna deal way more damage thanks to that. So you want that to increase the dot damage, that one also for the dot damage, that one for the dot damage, and that one also for the dot damage. Then here you don't need any effect hit, so you want to apply that one, so it's gonna be more tanky. Then you want to pick that one, so he's gonna take less damage when he's gonna have a shield. Then he's not gonna provide any layers of buff or debuff, so you don't care about that one to get more speed. But there is no great choice here because you don't need effect hit. He won't heal your heroes, but at least he's gonna provide to himself a stealth, so he's gonna increase his speed during the fight, I guess. And here you want to take that one for sure. So he's gonna reduce the cooldown of his ultimate, and this is really important because he's gonna deal a lot of damage on the ultimate. And then you don't need that one. You maybe want that one or that one if you want to increase the stealth status, but that one is interesting. So this is what I recommend to use on him. And in terms of auras, you can use the mastery here. This is the one I'm using at the moment. This is maxed out now. Otherwise you can put I don't think that one is gonna be interesting. It's better to put that on a support because it's gonna reduce his damage. It's better to use the blue one. You are gonna have more damage using the blue one than this one. Otherwise you can use maybe that one, but you won't benefit from the effect hit bonus. You are gonna get more attack, so in terms of damage you are gonna deal more damage using that one. But then there is no other great auras to use on him. In terms of echo, I was using that one, so he can also put some bleeds on the targets when he takes some damage on him, so it's increasing a lot the damage he can do. So I love using that one on him. Otherwise, if you had to choose another aura, you would like to increase his mastery. So if you have a look here to the equipped I have on my heroes, that one would be great. So he would have more mastery here and more crit damage. Yeah, he can do some crits and it can be interesting, but the bleed damage can't crit. So that one would be interesting. And then the others are clearly not that great. In fact, maybe you can try to increase his attack with another. You can use maybe that one to increase his attack, and so he's gonna deal more damage. But yeah, I don't recommend to use others, and I love using that one. I think this is a great one, so he can put some bleeds to the target. But for that, he's gonna need to have some effect hit, so it's a bit of a bonus. So this is my Lysander, and now let's try him against Rome 35, and this is the team I'm gonna use, a full support team. In fact, This is a unique hero because he doesn't need to take a turn in order to deal some damage, and so you can use a full support team. Using that, he is gonna deal some damage really often because you want normally to have a lot of speed on all your supports here. So Rister is gonna increase his attack by a lot and make him get more turn meter, so he's gonna use his ultimate more often, and thanks to the bonus given by Rister in attack, he's gonna deal a lot of damage. The Catherine is gonna play really often, take extra turns, and so he's gonna pursue more often the target. Nordak is gonna protect the team, same command for her, and she's gonna heal, and HAL 9000 is gonna protect my heroes. So enough talk, let's run the fight and let's see what does happen. Look at that. All the pursuits, and look at the damage on the pursuits. Every pursuit deals between 800k and 1,800,000 damage. This is insane. And on the ultimate, did you see that? 8 million damage in one hit. This is so freaking great. 2 million damage on the pursuit. First wave already done. And you are safe because you just have to bring some supports, buff your heroes so you don't take any damage at all. And just by playing with your entire team, you are doing some damage. This is so freaking great. And prepare for the boss wave. Let's go. So, deal some damage. I have some shields. Nezekma is gonna steal my buffs, but it's okay. Okay, he's dead. It's even better, he's dead. Look at the damage, okay? Now only the boss remaining. I have many buffs on my heroes, and so I'm pretty safe. And look at the health of the boss. Okay, it's taking a lot of time because you have the animation of Lysander every time my heroes take a turn. So in terms of speed, it's gonna take some time. Okay, sadly I lost my Rister, so I'm gonna deal less damage with my Lysander, but it should be still okay. Yeah, Lysander is a great combo. You can use also Seth. Seth is gonna be great because he's gonna apply Repel to Lysander, and so Lysander deals basic attack damage, and so Repel 2 is gonna increase a lot his damage. We are gonna try that right after, instead of Rister. Pretty nice so far. Look at the damage on the ultimate. This is insane. That hero is really, really strong. ROM 35 with Lysander, only 1 DPS, and without any limited hero. Pretty nice, right? In 2 minutes here. Let's retry. It should be way better than with that because I'm also gonna be able to refresh my cooldowns using Morveal. Consolidation to block buff removal and cooldown reduction thanks to Morveal. This is gonna be great against the boss. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna kill him faster than with Catherine, and I'm gonna be safer. Look at that. The wave up pretty easy. I can tank super easy thanks to the damage immunity coming from Nordak. Only 2 enemies remaining. Only 1. So now I have my buffs. And let's check the boss wave. Nezekma can't steal my buffs, so I'm safe. Just have to concentrate on killing Nezekma and Subdet, and then only the boss is gonna remain. Perfect, I take no damage, only the boss remaining. And look at the damage coming from my Lysander thanks to Seth. This is interesting, right? So with that I should be safe. Cooldown reduction is just so perfect. 7 million damage with the ultimate. Lysander is such a great unit. The fight is almost over. And another 2 minutes to kill the boss. With 2 other supports. This is great, right? Awesome hero. We are gonna try him in the faction abyss here. Normally I'm doing the 29. We are gonna try if it does work or not. This is my team. Normally I'm using a Nidroll here, and I can do the 29 in auto. So we are gonna try if it does work or not, if I replace him by Lysander instead. Okay, let's do that and let's try. Normally it should work, because I should have a lot of damage. I have many supports in my team, so every time they are gonna play, he is gonna pursue the targets, and so I should be able to kill them fast. One shot. He one-shotted Weasley. Another hero dead. 2 heroes remaining. I hope I'm gonna get my cooldowns back for the next wave. He's killing them too fast. If I don't have the block debuff on my Elite, I'm dead. And I don't have it, so I'm dead. Okay, so I killed the first wave way too fast. It's pretty bad. You know what? Let's try on the 30. Maybe it's gonna be better. I'm gonna need more time to kill them. Who knows? But I might lose my Lydia here. Okay, no, she's still alive. So now I hope I can get my cooldown back with my Elite for the second wave. Maybe? No, I think I don't have my cooldown. Okay, I have my cooldown, so maybe it's gonna work. Wizard's Eye, stage 30 in auto. Is it gonna work? I still have all my heroes. That's great. Boss wave. Boss wave. Okay, so here I need a lot of buffs on my heroes, so Spacey is a key hero to have here. So she increases a lot the speed of my heroes. And no, I lost Lydia, so it was close. I was close to tank with her, but it didn't work, so it won't work. Of course it won't work. I won't have the cooldown reduction on my heroes, and so I won't be able to tank a lot of time during the fight. But his damage was still pretty interesting so far, right? If my Lydia was alive, it would be way easier and probably doable in auto. Look at that, I can still tank. Crit damage down, attack down, speed down, ally protection. Okay, I died. It's pretty safe in terms of team, but this is Wizard's Eye 30, so it's still pretty hard to do. But you saw the damage of Lysander, right? He's also great against the guild boss and the Wuthering Coast here. If you have a look, this is one of my team. Bleed team here. This is the team I'm currently using. Okay, I'm not using Maki normally. That was a test. I'm using Nidroll instead. And if you have a look to the total damage I can do, I'm just gonna ban that skill. And this is the damage I can do with Lysander on the Wuthering Coast. 300 million damage in total. He is better than Nidroll against that boss. Also because he doesn't need any effect hit, and so he doesn't miss any bleed on the boss, and Nidroll needs a lot of effect hit, and so a better set. Pretty nice. And you can also use him in PvP. I'm not using him personally because I just built him, but you have a team really interesting. If you have a look to the championship, if you have a look to that guy here, Bioskiller, he is using Lysander in a team, and we are gonna see the efficiency of the hero. In the finals of the championship, look at Lysander. Really interesting team though. Lysander pursuing enemies and dealing a lot of damage. One shot Brynhild. He is great in this kind of team. Probably you are gonna need more other heroes, so he's gonna be better than that. But this is a secondary team here. I mean, if you replace Tifia by someone else, maybe put a Rister in here instead of putting a Rister here, or maybe using Seth. Seth would be great in that team, so he will deal way more damage. And if you have some heroes using multiple turns, such as a Sindel for example, he would pursue more often, and maybe it could be better than that. So, that was all about the hero. I hope you enjoyed the video. If it's the case, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a nice day, and see you soon. Bye bye.